Hello students, and welcome to the chapter Mathematical Logic of 12th standard. So we continue the exercise 1.1. So in previous lecture we learned about the truth tables of the logical connectives, and using these concepts we have to solve this exercise. So the first question, just I'm going to tell you the method of writing the examples because the examples are very easy. Question number 1 is, that is, state which of the following are the statements. Justify, and in case of statement, state its a truth value. So see, your first example is 5 plus 4 is equals to 13. So you know that is the 5 plus 4 is equals to 13. It's not correct answer, but it means it is a false. And since we get the answer that is it is a false, it is a statement. So you know that the sentence having a answer either it is true or false, then it is a statement. So it is a statement, but and which is false, so its truth value is false. We have to write down like this way. Next one, that is x minus 3 is equals to 40. Now see, since you have seen that is x in your example, generally it is an open sentence because we don't know the value of x, so it's not a statement, so it is an open sentence. Next, close the door. So you know that it is an imperative statement, imperative sentence, and so it's not a statement. So you have to write down like this one. It is a very simple way to write this. Next one, 0 is a complex number. So you know that is we can write the 0 as 0 plus 0i. So every complex number we can write in the way that is a plus bi. So we can also write the 0 like that is 0 plus 0i. So it is a statement, and it is the truth value is 2, 3. That is true means we can also write t. Next one, get me a breakfast. So please get me a breakfast. So since there is a request, it is an imperative sentence, and every imperative sentence is not a statement. So we have to just write down it's not a statement, but before that we have to give that is it is an imperative sentence. Next, congruent triangles are similar. So congruent triangles, so you know about this concept, that is congruent triangles and similar triangles. So every congruent triangles are similar, so it's a statement, and it's which is true, and so its truth value is t. Next, x square is equals to x. Now see, x square is equals to x. So if we take that is 1, so here we get that is if we take 1 square is equals to 1. Here both the numbers are same, that is because the square of 1 is 1, so x is 1 is same. But if we take instead of 1 that is 2, then 2 square is not 2, it is 4. So here we can't satisfy this equation, that is x square is equals to x, because 2 square is equals to 4. So here the base will not get the 2, so it's not a statement, and it is an open sentence because every time means the value of x is changes, so it's not a statement, it is an open sentence. Now the 8th one is, a quadratic equation cannot have more than 2 roots. So in 10th standard as well as in 11th standard we learn that is quadratic equation, the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, and the power of the x, that is in ax square, just I am writing here, that is in ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So it is the standard form of the quadratic equation. Here the power of the x, that is ax square, it is equals to the number of roots of that quadratic equation. Since the power is 2, here we get the 2 solutions or 2 roots or 2 answers. So we are given that is a quadratic equation cannot have more than 2 roots. So it is a statement, and the truth value is t because it is true. Next, the 9th example, do you like maths? So again it is an interrogative sentence, so it's not a statement. Next one, the example number 10, that is the sun sets in the west. The sun sets in west, so it is a statement. Since it is a so it is a true, we have to write down that is it is a true, and so the truth value is t. Next one, the example number 11, all real numbers are whole numbers. Now all of you know the real numbers, and you know that is all real numbers are not whole numbers, so it is false. So it is a statement and it is false, so the truth value is false. So the remaining examples, that is 12, 13, 14 and 15, so you can solve like this one. Now the question number second. So write the following compound statements symbolically. So see, you are given that is Nagpur is in Maharashtra. See the way to write the answer of these questions. So because the questions are very easy. Nagpur is in Maharashtra, and remember this one, the connective, Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. So you are given the two statements. So for the first one we have to consider that is P. Just we have to write down the colon, and Nagpur is in the Maharashtra. So you have to write down the first statement as it is. Then for the second one we have to consider the next letter, that is Q, and you have to write down that is Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. So you are given the logical connective, that is and for this we have to use this symbol, that is conjunction. So the symbolic representation is P conjunction Q. So just we have to write down like this one. We have to write down P, Q, and with this and we have to use this letters, and we have to use this symbol of this and. So this is the symbolic representation. Now the second one, triangle is equilateral or isosceles. So here the two statements, that is the triangle is equilateral and triangle is isosceles, and you are given the connective, that is or. So for this first one consider P, triangle is equilateral, and for the second one triangle is isosceles. Since there is or, you have to use disjunction, P disjunction Q. Next, third one, the angle is right if and only if. Just I here underline the connectives. If and only if it is of 90-degree measure. Now see the first part, that is the angle is right. So P, the angle is right, and the second part, so it is of 90-degree measure. It is of 90-degree measure, or measure 90-degree. Now see, you are given the collective, that is if and only. For it we have to use the double-sided arrow, that is P by conditional Q. Now next one, the question number 4. The angle is neither acute nor obtuse. Now see, in case of these negative statements, you have to always write the positive statements. You does not use the not in your statement. So P. So the angle is neither acute, means we do not use neither in our statement. So P, we have to write always a positive statement in logic. So P is, that is the angle is acute. Here also we don't write not, just the angle is obtuse. And now we have to use the symbol, that is for this one, for symbolic representation we have to use this neither. Neither means negation. Since there is a not, here is a negation. So negation of P, and nor means here we are given, that is the angle is neither acute and neither obtuse, means the angle is not acute and not obtuse. So here we have to consider that is and, that is negation of P, and that is conjunction negation of Q. मीन्स यहाँ जो एंगल हमें दिया है वो एक्यूट भी नहीं है एंड ऑब्ट्यूज भी नहीं है. सो यू हैव टू ट्रांसलेट इट एंड यू टू use the conjunction. Next one, the fifth one, that is if the triangle ABC is right angle at B, then measure of angle C plus measure of angle A is equals to 90 degree. So see, this is the first part of the question, that is a P. So triangle is right angle at B, and the second part is measure angle C plus measure angle A is equals to 90 degree. So since it is connected with if and then, so here we have to write down the conditional or implication. So P implication Q. So this is question number 5. Then you can easily solve the question number 6 and 7. Now we are going to start with the question number 3rd. So write the truth values of the following. So we have to write down the truth value. So for this question, you have to know the all the truth tables of the all logical connectives. So here given that is 4 is odd or 1 is prime. Again the same process, the first part, that is 4 is odd, we have to consider P. So P is 4 is odd, and the second part, that is 1 is prime. So Q, we consider this, that is Q, that is 1 is prime. Now what is the symbolic representation? So in between these two the connective is OR, so we have to use disjunction. So P disjunction Q. Now we have to find out the truth value of each statement. So you can write here also, I write it here, that is 4 is odd number. So it is true or false? So it is true, because it is 4 is an even number. You are given that is it is odd, so it is false. So here P, we consider it as a false. And 1 is a prime number, so it's not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number, and now it is composite number. So here this statement is also false, so here we write that is false. So here we now going to write down the answer like this way, that is a P. For P we have to write down F, because the truth value of P is F and the truth value of Q is F. So in between these two F there is a disjunction, so F disjunction F, and by the truth table you know that is if F disjunction F is F. So see the table, just I am going to show this table. So this is the table for disjunction, you learn it already. So F disjunction F, so the answer is F, and so here we write that is the answer is F. Now for the second one, just now we are going to write it shortly. 64 is a perfect square and 46 is a prime number. So our P statement is 64 is a perfect square. So you know that is it is a perfect square, so the statement is true, so its truth value is T. So I am write it in the front of it, that is T. And 46 is a prime number, so truth value of this one is so you know that is it's not a prime number, since 46 is divided by 23, so it's not a prime number, so the truth value is false. Now just we're going to write down the symbolic representation. So in between these two simple statements there is a connective AND, so P conjunction Q. So what is the truth value of P? It is T. So I'm writing here T. Here we have to write down the equivalent sign, that is we have to write down the 3 arrows, and conjunction is as it is, and for Q the truth value is F, and you know that is the T conjunction F is F. For that again we have to see the table of conjunction, that is T conjunction F is F. So for writing this answer you have to know the truth tables. Now I'm just going to write down the shortcut method, but in exam you have to write down by this method. So the third example is 5 is prime number and 7 divides 94. Now see, this is P and this is Q. So you know that is P is a prime number, so it's true, and 7 divides 94, it's false. So how to write the answer? That is, since there is a AND in between these two, so P conjunction Q, which is equals to the truth value is T and this one is F, so T conjunction F, which is equals to F. But in exam you have to write down like this method. Now the next one, it is not true that 5 minus 3i is a real number. Now see, it is not true that it's not a P. Our statement starts from here, that is 5 minus 3i is a real number, so it is P. And you know that is 5 minus 3i, it is a complex number, so it's not a real number, so the statement is false, means the truth value is false. So P, that is 5 minus 3i is a real number, so here we consider this for as a P. And you are given that it is not true, means you are given the negation, so negation P is equals to since the truth value is false, so here we also write down the negation of F, and the negation of F is true. The value of this negation of F is true. Next one, the fifth example, that is 3 into 5 is equals to 8. Then, so here again that is if, and then 3 plus 5 is equals to 15. Again the 3 into 5 is equals to 8 is P, 3 plus 5 is equals to 15. So you know that is the 5 into 3 is not 8, so it's false. And also 3 plus 5 is not a 15, so it is also false. So P conditional Q, because if and then connectives are used. So P conditional Q, which is equals to the truth value of P is F and the truth value of Q is also F. So F conditional F is true. So similarly we have to solve the remaining two examples, that is 6 and 7. Now the question number 4. So see the question number 4. If P and Q are true statements and R, S are the false statements, then determine the truth values of the following. Now see, you are given the some statements like this one. So P disjunction in bracket Q conjunction R. So you are given that is P is true, Q true, R is false and S is also false. Just we have to put down this value here. So T, because the value of P is truth value of P is, you are given that is T, the sign is as it is, Q also T and R is false. So first we are going to solve the bracket. So you know that is T conjunction F is F. So T disjunction F. So from this table you know that is T disjunction F is T. Here also we can write that is it is T. And so the final answer is T. Just we have to put down this value, see your truth table, and you have to write down the answer, because in every example you have to use the truth table, so you have to learn it. Now the next example, P conditional Q disjunction in second bracket R conditional S, or you also write use the word that is implies, R implies S. So you know the truth value of P is T, here also T, here is F, and is also F. So just we write this one, and you know that is if both the statements are true, then the conditional is true. Here also both the statements are same, that is having same value, that is either TT or FF, then the answer is T. So T disjunction T, and so the answer is T, because T disjunction T is T. Next, Q conjunction R disjunction negation of P conjunction S. Now again we have to put down the value. For Q we have to put down T, R, F, negation of P, that is T, and again it is S, S for F. So you know that is T conjunction F is F, disjunction is as it is. So negation of T, so negation of true statement is false, and here conjunction false. So F disjunction, again F conjunction F is F, so the F disjunction F is F. Every time you have to learn the truth tables, otherwise you can't solve this example. So P conditional Q, or P implies Q conjunction negation of R is equals to, just for P we have to write down T, T, and for this R we have to write down F. So T implies T, so the answer is T, because you know that is both the statements having same value, either TT or FF, the answer is T. Conjunction, that is negation of F, it is T. So negation of false statement is true, and again the T conjunction T is T. Next one, negation R by conditional P, conditional negation of Q. So put down the value. R is false, P is true, and Q is again true. So negation of F by conditional T. So first you know that is negation of F is T, by conditional T as it is, conditional negation of T is F. Again the biconditional of T, that is having same value, so we'll get here T, and by conditional F is as it is, So T conditional F is F. Now the next example, that is negation of P conjunction negation of Q conjunction R disjunction Q conjunction R disjunction in bracket P conjunction R. So example is example थोड़ा बड़ा है, लेकिन just we have to put down the values of P, Q and R. So P is T, so you know that is Q is again T, then R is false, again Q is T, R is false, P is T and R is false. And using the truth table we have to write down the answers. So negation of T is false, negation of T is false. The remaining terms I write here as it is, as is T conjunction F is F, and again the same, that is it is also F, and the sign in between them is disjunction. Now see, F conjunction F is F, so F is as it is, conjunction as it is, and the answer of this one is F. So here, and this term I write here as it is. So answer of this one, that is F conjunction F is F and disjunction as it is, and again the answer of this one is F, and F disjunction F is F. And the seventh example is for your homework. Now the question number 5, that is we have to write down the negation of the following statements. Negation means just we have to put down not in the example. So Tirupati is in Andhra Pradesh. So how to write down the answer, that is Tirupati is not in Andhra Pradesh. Just we have to put the not in the statement. Next one, the 3 is not root of the question x square, that is equation, that is x square plus 3x minus 18 is equals to 0. See, there is already not in example. So how to write down the negation, just we have to remove this not. So what will be the answer? Just I made a shortcut here, that is how to write down the answer, that is 3 is a root of the equation x square plus 3x minus 18. Means we have to just remove this not. Next one, root 2 is a rational number. So what is the answer? Root 2 is not a rational number. Next, polygon ABCD is a pentagon. How to write down the answer? Just put down the not. Polygon ABCD is not a pentagon. Next one, 7 plus 3 is equals to 5. Then how to write down the answer? That is 7 plus 3 is not equals to 5. So this is all about the exercise first of the chapter logic. Then in next lecture we will see the next concept. Thank you.